Join Carrie Drew
up first this morning
and Bianca Peters.
It topped out 1,550 feet.
For Good Day Wake Up, weekday mornings 4:30 to 7 a.m.
This is a Fox News special presentation.
Welcome to our special coverage of the inauguration of Joseph R. Biden, the 46th President of the United States. I'm Harris Faulkner in New York. Biden will be sworn into office shortly, just a few minutes from now. Former Presidents Obama, Bush, and Clinton and their spouses are all attending today's ceremony, and we expect to see on the bill today a musical performance by Jennifer Lopez and Garth Brooks, among other events, which will be a mixture of in-person and virtual, of course, due to the coronavirus pandemic. For more on what is about to unfold, I want to bring in Jackie Heinrich, who is reporting live for us at the U.S. Capitol. Jackie.
Good morning to you, Harris. We are on the east front of the Capitol. You mentioned Jennifer Lopez, Lady Gaga as two performers that are going to be singing today. And I wanted to just mention yesterday, as we were preparing for all of this, as they were doing their rehearsals out on the west front, we still saw crews that were boarding up the windows that had been damaged during the riots here just 2 weeks ago. So, of course, as we await the speech from Joe Biden, that speech is really going to cap off what has been a very tense 2 weeks following a contentious election and a contentious transition period. We expect that he's going to touch on a lot of the themes that he ran on: uniting America, restoring the soul of the nation. We also think he's going to touch on some of his biggest agenda items. He talks about the multiple crises facing the nation, the coronavirus pandemic, the economic fallout, climate crisis, he says, and also a racial equity crisis. And we expect he may also try to sort of throw a line out there to build bipartisan support for what's to be a very bold agenda that he will push in his first few days and weeks in office. Now, after the swearing in, they're going to come back out on the East Front here, where there will be a pass in review. It's one of the few traditions that are holding, as some of the other traditions have been scrapped because of various threats, security, coronavirus threats, and the like. Biden and Harris, as president and vice president, will have a pass and review. Every branch of the military will be present to honor the peaceful transfer of power to a new commander-in-chief. From there, they will go to Arlington National Cemetery with their spouses and with former presidents Clinton, George W. Bush, and Obama, and the three former first ladies for a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier to honor the troops there. There are no usual events we expect to see, like the inaugural ball, the inaugural luncheon. The parade has been shortened and is mostly virtual. And of course, one thing we are not seeing today is the outgoing and incoming presidents standing together because President Trump has chosen not to be here today. So the first time in more than 150 years that will not be happening as we watch all this unfold, Harris.
Jackie, just stand by for a moment. I want everybody to pay attention to the screen as the current Vice President Mike Pence and Second Lady Karen Pence have just walked in. They're greeting former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush. And so with that moment, you see the recent history meeting the past history, and I wanted to draw attention to that.